So I just wanted to come on to voice some of my issues that I've got with the high ticket sales space and just a lot of the stuff that is out there, because to be honest, I think for the most part it is quite disingenuous what's actually being put out there, and there's not the transparency and authenticity that is required to be able to actually help people at the end of the day. And the reason that this has come up for me now and I'm wanting to speak about it is because I just see so many different people trying to sell courses or tell you the secret to high ticket sales. And a lot of the time, this is targeted at a very much less experienced audience. And this is where my real problem lies with it, because you've got a lot of people that are saying that you can start high ticket sales, you can make $10,000 a month, and you can do all of this crazy stuff that in reality, it's not actually realistic toward the true pathway that you actually go on to become successful in high ticket sales. So what I mean more specifically by this is that you've got different influencers and gurus that are basically saying that anybody can start high ticket sales. You can make thousands of dollars every single day just by closing deals online and being an SDR, an appointment setter, or a closer. But what they won't tell you is that to actually get into the space and do it effectively, you need to have experience. You need to have a skill set. So by experience and skill set, what I mean is that this industry, getting into it, is very much heavily favored it's favored for the individuals who already have worked in some kind of sales roles in the past. So whether this be corporate, business to business sales, whether it be car dealership sales, insurance sales, solar, all these different sales industries, these people that already have the experience in these different industries, they're the ones that can actually pivot into high ticket sales and make really good money. The kind of people that won't be able to pivot directly in and make eye-watering money is going to be beginners and people that are new to the space. You can't simply come in and then all of a sudden be effective in a space that you don't have any skills in the first place. So this is the really big problem, because a lot of these courses and programs are targeting beginners, people that have no experience already. And the real problem with this is that the marketing that's pushed with this is that if you spend enough money on my course that teaches you high ticket sales, that you're going to be effective. But it's not true, because you can't simply go out and spend X amount of money to become highly skilled in a certain avenue. So this means that you need to actually take the time to learn the skill in certain industries. And in this case, it's in sales. You need to acquire sales skills to be effective in high ticket sales. It's not 0 to 100 where you can simply get into high ticket sales and be effective in it and simply find the right opportunity or learn and buy my course. It's not the case at all. You need to actually develop the skill of sales. You need to have experience in different sales settings to then be able to pivot into remote high ticket sales and make very good money. So if you are an individual that is new to high ticket sales, then you probably shouldn't watch this video, in all honesty, unless you want the cold, hard truth about the space. But if you are an individual that already has sales experience, where you've worked in any other kind of sales industry in the past, then this can be very helpful for you, because I'm here to tell you right now that you don't have to go invest into a course to learn more sales skills. That's not actually going to help you. You're the sort of person that can pivot into the space, having access to the right kinds of opportunities in the first place. But obviously there can be a process of having to do cold outreach on Instagram to different online businesses. You might have to search through LinkedIn. You can try use Indeed or Seek in Australia to find different high ticket sales roles. But what you'll find is a lot of those generic traditional job boards, they are very much generic and traditional sales roles. So it won't actually put you into a vehicle where your earning potential is as high as what it could possibly be with your skill set. So in summary, with all of this, all I'm trying to say is that if you're an individual who doesn't have experience, you need to focus on actually learning sales first. If you are an individual that already has a whole bunch of experience and a whole bunch of different experience in different spaces is all I'm trying to say, and a very solid skill set in the first place, then you can actually pivot into high ticket sales successfully, and you can start doing it and make really, really good money right off the bat if you simply have access to the right opportunities. So this level of authenticity and transparency that I'm trying to convey is purely just to make sure that people are actually understanding what it takes to get into high ticket sales. Because I know for a fact that there are so many different people that think that getting into high ticket sales is another gimmicky type of different fad that's going on. But in reality, it's not. It is simply just a different avenue and a different vehicle to leverage your sales skills in the first place, to then be able to sell different kinds of services and products simply online that you can make really good money in. So if you are one of these individuals that has experience, you've got a very good skill set in sales, then I can help you pivot into the space. I'm happy to help those kinds of people. If you're a beginner, I unfortunately am not the person to help you. Maybe you should go out and buy a sales training course. You should maybe start in a very entry level sales role, potentially in the online space, or potentially in, more of a traditional avenue like solar sales, insurance, something like that. But it is very important for you to actually understand what you need. If you need more sales skills, or if you simply need the access and the ability to help you fill any skill gaps you might have and actually get access to very, very high level roles that you can immediately get into and make good money in the first place. So if that's you, I can definitely help. Check out the link in the description, and if that's something you're interested in, awesome. If not, that's completely fine as well. I hope you've still gotten value out of this and it really helps you understand the high ticket sales space, because it's extremely important for people to know, and I don't want you to end up being a victim of what a lot of these different marketers and gurus and influencers are going to be telling you in the first place. So that's it from me. Thanks again for your time, and look out for the next video.